Hi everyone, Comic Review here. This time reviewing on Marvel Tales, starring Spider-Man. Now, this story contains the original ending of the Clone Saga. This is more of a second reprint. Again, getting the original version is kind of difficult, and on eBay it's kind of pricey. Now let's get on the story. The story starts off how Spider-Man finds out that Professor Warren, his teacher, is actually the Jackal. At the same time, he recounts the adventure he had and all that. And at the same time, him and Ned Leeds are tied up. Well, Jackal says, "Don't be so disappointed, Spider-Man. I've gotten to a great deal of trouble to bring you here." And so he says that it's all his triumph, and Spider-Man is going to battle him. But Jackal is pretty beyond strong and takes him down easy, tearing a part of his costume, and again and again. You're getting a hentai feel with this. At the same time, he about to beat him up and slams a table right into him. This shows he's pretty strong and capable as the Green Goblin. So he explains that Warren had feelings for Gwen Stacy, but found out she died and Warren was left a broken man. Finding out that his researcher had found out a way to clone something by replicating a frog, he thinks about doing it to a human instead. Finding some DNA samples of Peter Parker and Gwen Stacy, the scientist he works with had found out and that he wants to destroy them, but Miles quickly shuts him up, unaware that he's just killed him and pretty much just killed a guy, explaining that he had to destroy the evidence. And at the same time, Miles creates like a costume similar to the Green Goblin called the Jackal. At the same time, his clone procedure works, where he clones a Gwen Stacy clone. Now, I'm pretty sure he's looking at her Wonder Twins while he's just standing in amazement. And so Gwen gets out, where Miles is just enjoying himself. At the same time, he explains about the clone process. Spider-Man goes after him, but the door gets locked. Meanwhile, Betty is concerned where she could be. Meanwhile, Peter Parker, or a clone, shows up and says that some things to Jameson. And at the same time, Spider-Man shows up and tries to find the Jackal wherever he is, but gets badly injured by Jackal again. And this causes Spider-Man to run into his clone, Ben Reilly. So the two clones have a standoff where Miles or the Jackal says that one of them have to fight each other for able to let Ned Leeds live. So the two Spider-Man get into a massive fight, both getting into massive, like, bro said, "I'm the clone, no you are, and maybe I'm still wrecked up about Gwen Stacy." And he says, "If that's the day I hang up my webs forever, you're nuts." So the two Spider-Man get into a massive fight, both desperately trying to tackle each other down while the clock's still standing. And the Gwen Stacy clone says, You monster! You're trying to kill him! I see that now! You're nothing but a heartless fiend, and I hate you!" And says, "Gwen, what are you doing?" And in the end, he calls him a monster and a murderer. So Miles does the right thing. Saves Ned Leeds where the two Spider-Man clones get him. And Miles ends up getting caught in the blast, but lucky for us, he's still alive. And everything's blown up. Miles is left there, and the Peter Parker and the clone that's dead but will be alive. Let's find out that Ned Leeds alive, and that him and Gwen are all that's left. Now, Spider-Man is pretty much the greatest character ever, Nat. So by the end, Peter Parker and the Gwen Stacy clone pay their respects to Gwen Stacy, where Gwen gets a cab, promising to start a new life, and says, "Don't say it, Peter. Turn your head, and please don't look back." And this causes Peter to cry a bit, because he knows that Gwen Stacy was gone a long time ago, and this is a clone who has her own life to live now. At the end, Peter is lost and upset, but finds that Mary Jane is back, and him and her have another moment, Now, another story has Triton where he's swimming around, finds out that someone's attacking a female, but it turns out to be all a ploy and a trap. And that. Now, the comic is pretty good. It's a good reprint because you find out what happened with the Peter Parker and Peter Parker clone, and would later come back in the 90s with the worst clone saga imaginable. I mean, people have tried to come up with their own clone sagas of what could have been, and so on. So I give this a good thumbs up. Still great, still good. So, here's my review. Comic Book Review here, signing out.